take a look at the still life setup in the center of the room. As you go to draw this, you do not have to draw the entire thing. As you draw the objects, think about ways to make it look less realistic. Subtracting, less detail, simplifying, breaking things apart, breaking things into angles, and looking at objects from multiple angles. So I took a look at the still life I had set up, and I made a drawing of one little area, and I tried to do multiple perspectives. Here's a mask with a nose from the side, but an eye from the front. Here's a person diving, and I had the head and the arms from two different spots. I've simplified a few things. I tried to make the drawing as big as I could so it fills the space. And now that I have this drawing, I'm going to take this idea and transform it into a collage using ripped, torn, or cut paper. So I went over and I picked out a piece of construction paper to get started with. And I picked just a couple of sheets to get started. Look in the scrap bins first for paper to cut and tear. And I started to rip and tear some of the paper. I like to tear it because you get a little bit of unexpectedness to it. I'm trying to do a head shape. This might be close enough, but it's a little bit different. Kind of like it. I might use something like that for a head shape. So I'm going to start putting this together. I had this cup shape in the background here. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to start to work with the other shapes on top of it. Gluing things down will be one of the things I stress about this project. If you put down glue over here and just slap things down, the glue is going to stick to everything. It's much more effective if you do it this way. So this is going to be the side of my cup over here. I'll turn this over, and I want to get the glue towards the corners and edges of the paper. The middle of it really doesn't matter. Corners and edges should be right around here on this paper. My work will change again as I'm doing this in collage, and that's okay. I kind of wanted that. This is going to be the other side of my cup over here. So here's my work so far. You can see like the image of a cup back here. This is one of the wooden models, the hands outstretched. I'm just going to keep ripping and tearing. I'll use my sketch to help me. Certainly might change a few things along the way, but I have a plan to do a paper collage. Keeping in mind, when I'm finished with the gluing, I will be able to draw on top of this to add detail if I need to. Here is what I have so far. Now that I have all of my ripped and torn paper glued down and it's flat, I am going to use the white and black charcoal found on the back table to add in some extra detail, shading, pattern, texture, whatever else I might need.